Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 1. So for each module, I will record just a short video that kind of goes over the assignments in that module. The main reason is so that I can give you just more information. A lot of times students won't really understand what they're supposed to do until they hear someone explain it to them. And so these videos are really just to kind of help you navigate through everything in the module and then give you some tips and some hints on how to complete some of the work in the class. So you'll notice that as you log into the class, that your home page right here gives you recent announcements. I post announcements several times a week, so make sure that you're paying attention to those. You also have this to-do list over here on the side. I do not want you to just click down the to-do list just to do the assignments. You can do that if there's a specific assignment that you're ready to complete, but this is not the class over here. The class is under the modules tab. So one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you are accessing that modules tab. You'll need to start there. The getting started module is for those of you who have not taken an Allen class before. This is a good place to start. And then once you're done with a module, you can hide it. That way you don't have to keep looking at it. The course textbooks module is here as well. We have two textbooks for the class. One called Evergreen, a guide to writing with readings, and then an OER textbook on college level reading support. Both of these are online, so you do not need to get a physical copy of the textbook. If you do want a physical copy of the Evergreen textbook, you can contact the bookstore in Iola and ask them about that. Then the next thing you need to do is go through this academic honesty module. The academic honesty module is a prerequisite to the first module. So if you don't go through all of these pages, then the first module will not open up for you. So to do it, all you have to do is click on that first page. You want to read through the information. You'll go page by page. There's lots of information on there. Some of it should be review from other classes that you've taken, and some of it may be new information. But as you go through, you'll just keep clicking on all of these different pages, and then a couple of different scenarios that you can look at to give you a further idea of what academic honesty is. And then more information about Turnitin, which is a program that we use through Canvas, and that can help you with plagiarism. And then the last thing that you'll do is a confirmation of understanding. So as you mark this done, I am assuming that you understand the consequences of not doing your own work in the class. And this does include AI generated work. It does include anything that is basically you not writing your own work is considered academically dishonest. So then we start with module 1. This video is going to go right here. So if you go back to the modules tab, then you'll notice since I've clicked that and marked it done, this is now open for me to view. The other thing that you can see is over here on the side, as you go through each module and you complete each item, they'll check off. And then when you're done with the whole module, this will turn green as well. And that's just a good way to keep track for yourself to make sure that you've actually clicked on everything, read through everything, and that kind of thing. So each module will start with an overview and a to-do list. The overview is where I put the video. The to-do list is just kind of a handy place to land each time if you're trying to remember what you're supposed to be doing. This is kind of a list of things to do. Look, access the syllabus, and then I have a course at a glance document as well, which just lists all of the assignments. Really helpful if you want to download it or print it off, and then all of the assignments that are worth points and all of the outcomes that we're covering. The syllabus is over here. It's called Simple Syllabus, and it's a program that's embedded in Canvas. And basically, it just once you have read through the whole thing, it asks you to acknowledge that you've read it. And so you'll go through the syllabus, and then down at the bottom, you'll click acknowledge so that I know that you have read through the syllabus as well. Really important part of the class. So the other things in here are the first readings that you'll do. We're starting at the beginning of the Evergreen textbook with just kind of that exploration section. So exploring the writing process and pre-writing to generate ideas. I've got there'll be PowerPoint slides if you want to use them, and that's fine. Some students like to have that visual along with being able to see the textbook. Then you're going to start with your assignments. The first assignment is an email to me, basically setting some goals for the class. We'll revisit these goals at midterm and then at the end of the semester. And then you'll also complete a discussion board as an introduction to the class to introduce yourself to your peers. So those are kind of the introductory things. Then you'll start working on your first writing assignment, which is a writing reflection. The writing reflection is actually a practice that is out of the Evergreen textbook. So if you go into the textbook in the Module 1 readings, then you can see what that prompt looks like, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. But this is kind of an explanation of the prompt here, and you're just going to type out your 7-sentence paragraph and submit it. Now, since this is your first writing assignment, it's basically graded on you fully responding to the prompt. I'm expecting things like capital letters at the beginning of sentences and just kind of basic understanding of grammar so that it's readable, but we are not through the entire class. So since this class is really teaching you how to read, or how to read and how to write, I'm not expecting perfection on this paragraph. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then the other thing that you're going to be doing in this module is the fundamental reading skills quiz. So we have 2 parts to this class, writing and reading. The writing is obviously the major part of the class, but the reading is a subcomponent of the class for those of you who need additional help with reading skills. So some of it may be review for those of you who really have strong reading skills. And so that comes from our college level reading support textbook, and that's the questions will come out of it. Didn't take me to the link. There it goes. So our college level reading support textbook is a online open resource, which means that it's open to anyone. It's not something you have to pay for. And then it's pretty easy to navigate through this button at the bottom. You can just click next, or you can kind of go down. It's got a lot of videos in it, and a lot of the lecture note pages are the ones which are going to give you kind of information and vocabulary terms and things like that that might be quiz questions. Not so much the videos or there's some examples in here as well. So these are just useful for you, and so you can kind of have that open as you take the quiz. The quizzes are not timed, and they're open to take as many times as you want to. So sometimes students like to go through the quiz first and then kind of look through the material and then take the quiz again, so that they just kind of know what to anticipate. And some students just want to do it once, and that's fine. Just keep in mind that you may need new questions as you take a quiz again, because they pull from a pool. I do want to show you the other textbook, and that is your, I'll see if it'll let me access it as a student, but this ebook comes through Vital Source, which is just the name of the website that it pulls through. And so as you pull it up, it will probably ask you to access it through your Allen email, and this is all set up through your Allen email, and should hopefully let you create an account. And there's a lot of information about how to access it in the module, and then you should be able to just go in and access that ebook. So there's a way to put it on your to access it on your computer, and there's also a Vital Source app that you can use if that's easier. But that way you get access to the ebook wherever you are and however you interact with the class. So this ebook is really nice because you can just navigate with the chapters on the side. It makes it a little bit easier sometimes. And the page numbers should line up with what's in the module. So if I say, if it's something's on page 4 or something, you should be able to just go to page 4 here, and it will take you to that page that you need. I went to page 5. That's the first module. Now, keep in mind, this is a summer class. We go twice as fast as a regular semester. There's going to be twice as many assignments in each module. It is a lot of work. So you need to get started right away, and you need to make sure that you are getting on top of things immediately. Otherwise, you'll get behind pretty quickly. If you have any questions, you're always free to email me, and I hope you have a great week.